I guess if you guys, John, you wanna?
Sure, if you don't mind. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. I'm John Knott, with a company called Blackstone Group. We're doing some work for O'Reilly Automotive Parts. We're very interested in coming into Chester, and we work with Buchanan's on their property. Their property is approximately 24,000 square feet of ground area. It's 172 feet of frontage by 140 feet of depth. The typical or prototypical O'Reilly Automotive store site is about 30,000 to 32,000 square feet. If we can add an additional 20 feet by the depth of 140 feet, it takes us up to about 28,000 square feet. It's still not the 30,000, but it works because there's a frontage street, which is State Street, and there's a rear street, which I think is Hope Street. Because there's streets on either side, we can make that work. It's still a little tight. So that's why we're here. It's a business that's based in Springfield, Missouri. They're a national company. They're very strong financially. They do a nice operation, and they're very interested in coming to Chester. So we've got a site that almost works. We need just a little bit more square feet land area to make it work. And that's why we're here tonight. There's been some folks that are trying to see if we can make this happen. And here before you, I can answer, hopefully try to answer any questions you all have, if there are some. Fire away.
If I may, and I put copies of the aerial photographs in front of all of the places tonight, so to explain a little bit. This Marineham property is approximately, it's 104 feet in depth, 140 feet along Oak Dyke Street, okay? Now, from what I understand from Mr. Nodder, and I just talked to him tonight, although I did speak with you over the phone last week. This 20-foot would be obviously adjacent to where I'm going to call it the Kingman property back here. Now, the 20 feet, I don't know how close it's going to come to that building, but I asked Mr. Nodder, I said, can you work around that building? And I think, because of obvious historical purposes, and I think you indicated you could work around that.
Yes, sir. The last thing we want to be is disruptive.
But in my opinion, I think you ought to have, if you so desire to entertain this, I think you need to have our surveyors, our engineers, Durasik or Blankenship, locate that lot line and locate where exactly this would be. Now, I think you're going to have to bid it, obviously. Like, we can't just sell the property to these guys. We have to offer it, obviously you would reserve the right to reject any and all bids. But you're definitely going to want to locate these lines. Now, this aerial photograph is a little deceiving because it still shows the old house there that was torn down, and I think the old garage. Actually, both houses. Yeah, both of those houses are there. And so, those houses are obviously gone. But the only one I think you're coming close to dealing with would be the little blue building up there on State Street, okay? And as I said, they indicated they'd be willing to work around that. I think we want to be careful. We want to know if there's any utilities in this spot, in this area, and we want to know if there's any utilities that are necessary for this little building also. Now, one other thing, and I had spoke to you, Mr. Nodder, before about IDOT, and I said I said you thought you knew someone or talked to someone from IDOT because, the purpose of buying this property in the first place was to expand the truck traffic turning lanes, or the traffic, not just truck traffic, but the traffic turn lanes. So you're going to want to make sure from IDOT that anything you do here is not going to be disruptive to any plans with them. So, and I think you had indicated you was open.
I did. The engineer's name is Romana Stone. She's in the Collinsville office.
Okay. So our engineer can speak with her.
She can, and again, the comment that was given to me is that all that she's aware of is that there are two conceptual plans and nothing's even been actually completely drawn out yet. So, assuming that that's accurate information, that's what she's telling me.
And neither one of those, I think, do that. They have that one with the roundabout type deal in here, which encroached way up into here, way into that building. These other ones don't even take into that, take that portion in. It just, this has to be removed.
Well, I'm talking about as long as the 20-foot strip doesn't disrupt any light plans.
No, it doesn't, because everything else comes into this area.
I think if I may comment, an easy way to consider that is coming in off Updike Street, you've got 104 feet, I think, until it reaches the Canada property. If you take 20 feet off of that, you're still at 84 feet. That gives you 84 feet to widen that intersection. It's a significant amount of area. Probably end up with a good amount of green space in there too later on. So.
Well, taking into consideration of that little building, you might have. And that's not going to necessarily go that far even there.
No, I don't think we'll be able to tear that building, but if we are, we're certainly willing to work around it.
So what do we have to do then, Jeff?
I think you need to authorize the city engineer to do a survey, come up with a legal description, and then if we're going to publish, we'll publish. I
Do I need
can't
to
publish
put
without
that-
a legal description.
Do I need to put that into a form
Yep.
of a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'll put that in the form of a motion that we have our
City engineer.
city engineer look this over and give us the recommendation
Locate the lines.
and locate the lines.
I'll second. Got a motion and a second. We have roll call vote.
Alderman Allison?
Yes.
Alderman Crossland?
Yes.
Alderman Dillman?
Yes.
Alderman Clark?
Yes.
Alderman Bergman?
Yes.
Alderman Abernathy?
Yes.
Alderman Rader?
Yes.
Alderman Flegler?
Yeah. Would O'Reilly's consider paying the engineer's fee?
I don't think they'll do that on the front end, but I think you're looking at locating one property line and then coming 20 feet off of it, so.
We'll have to work that into the cost.
Well, I'm serious.
Okay. I think that's,
Thank you.
well, everybody's got any other
Thank you.
questions?
Maybe share the cost?
Here's the deal. We're going to offer for bid, and if they don't, if they buy it,
All right. Thanks, John. Okay, next we have to discuss liquor license application request of Vic Brown, Larry Toronto, and Ryan Walkman. Larry Toronto's not ready at this point in time. Right now, we're just discussing, I guess, Vic Brown's and Ryan Walkman. I guess, Vic, do you want to address council on your liquor license?
Yeah, I'd like to have some, beer license.
And that's-
barbecue.
And that's for dining only?
Yeah.
No package.
big Class A license. That
That,
consumption on the premises.
right.
No package.
If I can explain to the council here, we have, right now, we don't have any Class A licenses available, all of them are taken. And so we have to prepare an ordinance increasing the number of Class A licenses to accommodate one for the bid. It's the mayor's decision and the mayor's determination to make, to issue the license. He's the local liquor commissioner. Okay? But you can't issue a license if there's none available. So if I can explain, Mayor, you wanted to explain to the council before we prepared an order, or before you asked me to prepare an ordinance, increasing the number of licenses to see if you would